Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking all of the LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga villains. So let's get to it. There's 50 characters, so if I waste any time. So at last place, number 50, exactly 50 villains, that's kind of cool, is Rose Tico. Yeah, I'm sorry Rose, there's no holdout to beat you to the punch this time. Yeah, you're the worst, okay, come on. Like, I guess she has Rose in the villain class has two skins, or with her as an officer in The Last Jedi with the hat, and then her in The Last Jedi as an officer without the hat. What was even the point of adding that second skin? I don't even know. I've already talked about Rose. She's not a very good character. I hate her in The Last Jedi. We move on. And yeah, also, she was really ignored in The Rise of Skywalker, which is just kind of mean. Like, did you just threw her away? I mean, I do kind of like her in the Lego Star Wars specials, though, but they don't only feel like canon, okay? And yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard. Like, yeah, sure. Wow, like, this is stupid. Imagine going up to someone and saying, I like Rose because of the Lego Star Wars specials. They would make fun of you. Next up is just a regular first order officer. Yeah, there's a lot of officers here, but this one is just the most generic, okay? Also, it's a first order officer, so officially just goes below the next one, which is basically this guy, but Imperial. Come on, man, it's an officer, okay? So, it's not really much I can say. I mean, he doesn't have a character or whatever, he's just a regular officer. The same thing for this Imperial captain. I wish he was replaced with that guy, like General Motti or something, with the guy that Vader choked in A New Hope. Like, he probably should be in the game, and they could just kept this guy and then just called him that. Maybe remove his hat so he can have a bit of a hair piece so people could actually maybe recognize him more. I mean, he's not like a fan favorite character, but he's more. I think it's more of a fan favorite than Empire Captain. Why is he called Empire Captain? Why can't it just be Imperial Captain? I don't like the name, but it's Imperial, so it just officially goes above the First Order officer. Also, he's a captain, so he's higher ranked than an officer. So I don't know. Apparently, that contributes to it. Next up is Commander Jeer. What a weird name. Whatever. He is the only character that you get in any of the capital ships. You usually get him on the Death Star. So I mean that's cool. The mission is cool, which you have to play as like the Death Star, and have to like it's like a Death Star play, and you have to do it in front of a bunch of stormtroopers. So I mean that's cool. But the sad thing is, I had to look up on Google who Commander Jir was, and he's that guy in talking to Vader at the beginning of in the Tantive 4 that capturing the princess could be bad for the Empire and all that. Blah 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 blah. I bet you don't even know what who I'm talking about. Just look up Commander Jir, and you'll probably find a fit picture. And I really do not blame you if you do not know who he is. But yeah, come on, couldn't just this guy be replaced with General Motti, that guy who got choked by Vader, that I was talking about earlier? Come on, like who cares about Commander Jir? Come on, man. I don't remember seeing him on the Death Star. Maybe he was showed up later on in the film, but man, it's stupid. Next up is Captain Peavy, and now we're getting to the actual Empire officers and captains they actually know. So we have Captain Peavy here. If you don't know who he is the guy who kind of hung around with Hux in Episode 8. Yeah, I don't know, man. He just looks so generic, but he has a name, and I can actually recognize him, so that's 1 point for Captain Peavy. Yeah, he's pretty lame, to be honest. He has no memorable moments at all, so I mean, I just don't remember him. So yeah, that's why he's going pretty low. Next up, we have Captain Kennedy. He's one of those the few period officers that have their hands behind their back, and it just doesn't really look that great. Like it just looks so awkward. So yeah, I usually like to run around with him so he doesn't put his hand behind his back. But whatever, he doesn't have that hat on his head, so it's kind of easier to recognize it's him. And also, he kind of looks like a bit of a ginger. So yeah, Captain Kennedy is the guy who was in the First Order Dreadnought in the beginning of Episode 8. You know, the one that was like really really dark for some reason. Like was like tinted red. Like turn on the lights in there, guys. Jeez, whatever. Yeah, nothing I can say about him. This is not going to the great start. I cannot talk about these characters because they barely even feel like characters. Okay, and now we have the Imperial Fleet Trooper. So I'm thinking the last game that Star Wars: The Complete Saga, they were called Death Star Troopers, but now they're called Imperial Fleet Troopers, and I mean they're fine. I don't like the name of them. Like Imperial Fleet Troopers, they were on the Death Star. Why not just call them Death Star Troopers again? Whatever. I mean, in the Complete Saga, they were like walking down the hallways of the prison cell blocks. So I mean that was cool. I guess. There's nothing really much to them, okay? I just like them better than officers, okay? I just kind of like troopers better than officers usually, so, I mean, this guy's kind of in the middle. Now I have like the best officer or any one of those guys in the game. I mean, the best nameless officer anyway is the First Order officer Kajimi. He actually looks different. Like he has white here. Like what? I don't remember him from the films though. Also, I mean, look at this hand behind the back animation or look. I mean, it looks so much better than everybody else's. Why couldn't Captain Kennedy and Grand Moff Tarkin have this one instead? Like, come on, man. Like that is in the game. Why not have it? I know I'm nitpicking right here. Okay, I know it doesn't matter what way the characters put their hands behind their back. Like it just bothers me. Okay. See, I don't remember this guy from the films. I don't remember any officers even being on Kijimi. But wherever so much things happen in episode 9 when there's like a planet destroying Star Destroyers, Palpatine coming back, okay, light speed skipping at the beginning of the movie, okay, everything in the movie is basically done in 16 hours, so officers on Kijimi, it wasn't on my mind. Here we have the First Order Snowtrooper. This doesn't even look like a Snowtrooper, to be honest. This looks like a sham. Like, what am I doing? Dun, dun. So whenever I'm playing as this guy, I kind of just feel out of place. I mean, like, usually all the officers and people on the Death Star and all the Star Destroyers look like they belong there. But, you know, the Shore Trooper just kind of doesn't. I don't really know how to explain it, okay? He just doesn't look it doesn't look like he fits in at all. Okay, the color just doesn't really look that nice. But I like the design of the helmet. Okay, so that's really cool. If the color of it was white, it would be higher. Now we have DJ First Order. I think he is the first character on this list with voice lines. So I mean that's cool. But he's DJ. I mean he didn't really have a character. I mean I kind of like the thing. It was like didn't really pick allegiances. You know, he was telling Finn that like it doesn't really matter. There's no good guys and bad guys. But they never really went anywhere with it. Okay, he was in episode 8, and I feel like he was going to be in episode 9, but he never was in episode 9. So yeah, whatever. He looks kind of generic, just with the hat. Like, come on, man. Like, if I was just showing you this character without any context from the back, would you think he was DJ First Order? Probably not. Here's the Imperial Gunnery Technician. It feels like the Imperial Fleet Trooper, just with something covering their face, and I don't like faces, so I mean it's better apparently. Yay! Nothing really much to talk about here. Like I don't really remember the Imperial Gunnery Technician. Maybe it was those people around the lasers in the Death Star, right? I mean, I know there's some people operating the lasers. I think these were the same guys, but I'm not exactly sure. When I saw the name Imperial Gunnery Technician, I said, "What the fuck is that?" Okay, now we have the this Imperial TIE fighter pilot. Look at the back of this. Like, come on, look at the big like piece of patch of skin you can just see there. That is so annoying. Also, this is actually a first for the Empire, but it doesn't live up to the First Order TIE fighter pilot. And now you might be saying that what? You might be saying, what the hell, man? That's treason. Yes, usually the Empire have a lot better designs than the First Order, and I just like the Empire more because it's the OG. Okay, the First Order is just a sham of the Empire, to be honest. But I don't know, man. With the patch of skin at the back and the design of the helmet just not being as good as the First Order one, in my opinion, I don't know. I just don't really like this. I'd rather be like the First Order TIE fighter pilot. I know it's treason, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. Whatever. Now we just have the regular snowtrooper. I mean, snowtroopers weren't my favorite. Okay, just kind of regular trooper. They do look like they would be in snow though. So I mean, that's a first for this video. Yay! So nothing we need to talk about here. Just that the snowtroopers feel like they actually are in the terrain. Next up, we have the range trooper. This guy has a really cool looking weapon, just like it's a regular blaster, just with something attached at the end of it, like a lightsaber hilt or something, a white one. The design of the helmet looks really, really cool. It looks like the shore trooper's helmet, just like a little bit bigger and white. I said I wanted it to be white, and they made it white. Okay, so yes, this trooper and the shore trooper are also from the trooper pack. So I mean that was cool. I mean I did rank it as the worst pack in the game, but honestly I don't even know anymore because looking at the Rogue One pack just really doesn't interest me at all, and I kind of like troopers, so that's cool. Like some of them are pretty cool. Like the Death Trooper, he literally has death in his name. But I just want to ask, what is this guy supposed to be used for? I mean, range trooper is supposed to be like sniping people. What? I don't think he's a sniper, but whatever. I mean, isn't everyone supposed to be for range troopers because they have blasters? They can't just go up to someone just shoot them in the head. Okay, I think you have to shoot them at them for a distance. I mean, they technically could just go up to someone and shoot them in the head. It's right there, but like they don't. Next up is General Pride. He has voice lines, but they just don't fit his character at all. Okay, one of my favorite parts about General Pride in episode 9 was his voice. Okay, I love Richard E. Grant's voice, so I mean that was cool. But yeah, it's not here in the game, so great. He just kind of looks like Tarkin from the back. Like, come on, man, the exact same. Okay, again, he's just Tarkin, but different. I mean, he looks a tiny bit younger in episode 9 than Tarkin did in episode 4. But whatever, he kind of seemed like he didn't really like Starkiller Base, but he put all of his money into the planet destroying Star Destroyers, which are basically the same thing, man. Like, come on, they just destroy planets. That's the only thing Star Wars can really do these days. Make up new planet destroying weapons. Like, what else is there? And now we have General Hux, okay? Remember episode 9, guys? Remember when they ruined General Hux? I know I remember saying, well, General Hux wasn't even a good character to begin with. I mean, he was an amazing character. But, like, come on, man. Why did he... Was he the spy? He just revealed to the gang that he was the spy. And then he said that he just wanted the Kylo Ren to lose, which was stupid. The reason anyway he didn't like Kylo Ren is because he was taking command of his army. He wanted to be the leader of the First Order or something like that. And they're butting heads. So joining the Resistance was not the best thing to do. I mean, that was just stupid. He said he didn't care if they won. Like, what the hell, man? What the hell? He does! I'm seriously really annoyed, okay? I actually kind of liked Hux in episode 7 and 8, okay? He's one of the characters that I actually kind of enjoyed. But they bloody ruined him. I'm the spy more like I'm your mom. And so we have the battle droid, yeah... Wait, no, I'm not Battle Droid. Ooh, OOM9. Yeah, I think he's the boss battle in the Invisible Hand when you're trying to take that over. I think I remember his name being there in like the boss battle font, because they show up the name on the screen of the boss battle every time. So yeah, but you had to do a lot of stuff to get OOM9. You had to do a lot of missions to actually get there. You had to do a lot of missions to get loads of other extras. So he's one of the last villains that I got, and I had to be faff on because I wanted to get this video out. I'm literally recording it like 4 hours before it comes out, guys. It has to go out 4 hours. I've not even halfway done the commentary yet. Oh god, I'm tired. Whatever. He's a cool battle droid. Okay, I don't think he actually has any voice lines, so yeah, I like battle droids to be honest. So I mean, that's cool. I mean, he has a name. That's something. Next up, we have the Scout Trooper. Yeah, they were on Endor and all that, and they were fine. I mean, like, I don't really remember that much about the Scout Troopers. But what I like about the Scout Troopers is they're alternate skinned. The Scout Troopers from Kashyyyk in episode 3, they have them the same skin. I'm kind of surprised they're not part of the hero class because a lot of other clones are part of the hero class and they are clones. Okay, I don't care. I know they're part of the villain class. I might be thinking that they're stormtroopers, but then they're clones. Okay, because they were in episode 3. But I'm fine with them being in the villain class because you fight against them in the Kashyyyk level to get out of there because the clones have executed Order 66. So I mean, it's fine, I guess. Whatever. I just love the Kashyyyk coloring on them. That's kind of like why I like Commander Gree. Now we have the Flame Trooper. Oh yeah, look at this. It's fire. Yeah. There's this big thing in his back and she just goes boom. Okay, look at this. Okay, come on. Like, this is really cool. Who doesn't want to play as the Flame Trooper? And he also can punch. Yeah, I think they were seeing that at the beginning of episode 7, but I don't think we'll ever see it again. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, the Flame Trooper. I mean, the Empire didn't have a Flame Trooper. But they did have an Incinerator Trooper, which has a better name, okay? And it looks really cool. It has like some red design on it, so I mean, it's obviously going to be better than the First Order Flame Trooper. I mean, even if it was just a regular Stormtrooper with a flamethrower, it probably would just be better than the First Order Flame Trooper because, it's Imperial. I do not remember seeing them anywhere, to be honest. Like, where are these from? They're probably from one of the spin-off movies or shows. I just don't remember. Whatever. Leave it down in the comments below and also subscribe. Now we have the First Order TIE Fighter pilot. I know, I said this was better than the Imperial TIE Fighter pilot, and I'm right. I mean, the design on the helmet isn't amazing, but I mean, I just like this. I like the black design on the Stormtrooper, okay? Like, it looks really cool, okay? I like it. Also, the big patch of skin isn't there. I mean, you can see a little bit of skin, but not as much as the regular TIE Fighter pilots. I mean, that's great. I'm not saying the design on the helmet is amazing, but I mean, it's better. I feel like they redesigned it a little bit. So next up is the Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot. Yeah, I mean, they have a little bit of red on their helmets, so of course they're going to be a little bit better. They're Special Forces, so a bit of they're like a squad leader or something. You know, they'll the other TIE Fighter pilots and follow the commands of that TIE Fighter pilot, whatever. Or if Kylo Ren's on the battle, they probably wouldn't just obey him probably as well. But whatever, guys. Kylo Ren is always out there, so someone's getting beaten up by Rey. But yeah, he's just a little bit of red in the helmet. Not really much to talk about here. Move on, bro. Yeah, next up we have Tarkin. Yeah, I really wish he didn't put his hand behind his back. Come on, bro. Whatever. But I mean, Tarkin, he looks exactly like Pride from the back. Okay. Whatever. Tarkin is the OG. He is the original high ranking officer from the very first Star Wars movie. I feel like everyone is like wants to be Tarkin. Like, he was so high ranked. Like, he was the Grand Moff. I don't think there's anyone else who is a Grand Moff. I mean, I thought there was a character called Grand Moff Jared, but no, he's just Moff Jared. I mean, Tarkin was so high ranked that he could boss Vader around. Like, Vader literally had to obey his every command. So, I mean that was cool, man. Like, come on, like he can literally boss Vader around. Okay, you know you're high rank when you can boss Vader around. Okay, everyone was trying to be like him. Of course he was a really good officer, but I mean he has to make a few mistakes in his day. Like, he was the kind of the guy who was he was kind of pushing TIE fighters to be produced, and they're really not the best ship just because of their design. And you know what, I'm not gonna go into it. But yeah. Also, he put his money into the Death Star, which didn't really go well for him there. But anyway, next we have FN2199, or as I like to call him, TR8R, traitor. He's a regular stormtrooper, but he has this really cool bat that he goes around and just hits stuff with. Like, this is really really cool. Okay, his fight with Finn in Episode 7 was actually kind of cool. Okay, and that was nice. I don't know if they had history with each other, but whatever. It was really fun. I like this bat that he has, and I think Finn uses one of them in Episode 8 to fight Phasma. So yeah, I mean that's cool. He's not ranked higher than a regular first order stormtrooper because of a reason that I'll get to when I get to talking about him later. Now we have Captain Phasma. She has that staff that she uses in Episode 8. But the thing I don't like about this is that when you just attack it and then you just stand still, she just instantly puts it away. But other people, you can run around with the staff or lightsaber or whatever they have in their hands. I mean, you can run around with their stupid blaster. But I like using her staff. Okay, I like people that have those such kind of special attacks. I kind of just ranking her higher because she kind of looks cool. Okay, she's a cool stormtrooper. I mean, if she was a good character, I would rank her a little bit higher. But whatever. I kind of feel a little bit. No, I kind of feel weird putting her above Tarkin, but I mean Tarkin isn't really that unique in this game. He's a good character in my opinion. I like him from Bad Batch and Clone Wars in Episode 4, and not Rogue One. But I mean Phasma just looks cool, okay, and she's more of a unique character, okay. Like this is cool. And it also kind of feels weird putting her below an actual regular stormtrooper, but again, I'll get to that. And she has a new unique staff, okay, guys. So she's just better. Now we have Finn. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's Finn. He has 4 appearances in the villain class. Him with a helmet on. He's like just a little bit dirty, so that's how you distinguish him from other stormtroopers. He has his helmet off. And then he has the appearance where he dresses up as an officer in the Last Jedi with his helmet on, with his hat on, and the hat off with him as an officer. Yeah, so Finn is a good character, but I think he was absolutely wasted in Episode 9. Kind of the same as Hawks, to be honest. I believe he didn't go to Canto Bite though in episode 8. That was really bad. But I don't think you think he's a little bit underrated in Episode 8 because I mean in Episode 7 he learned to fight for Rey. He didn't really learn to fight for the Resistance. He didn't really know if he wanted to do that. But I guess he learns to do that in Episode 8. I guess. Maybe it was because DJ betrayed him or something like that, or something like that happened. I don't know, guys. Just it happens. So I mean, it's underrated because everyone hates Finn in the Last Jedi. But he was criminally underused in Episode 9. Like apparently, it was force sensitive. We never explored that. Stupid J.J. Abrams. But of course, he was his best when he was first created in Episode 7. Like, come on, man, he was probably the best character in that movie. Yeah, I know, I'm probably putting the battle droid too high, but I just like battle droids, okay? And they attack with their weapon in their hand. For some reason, they don't just like punch. They like punch with their like they hit their weapons off of things. That's kind of weird. But there's lots of different skins, you know, and there's like the Genosians battle droids and the Kashyyyk battle droids, the regular ones, the pilots, and it's really cool, okay? I just like battle droids, okay? I kind of like them in the Clone Wars. They're kind of okay. They're funny guys, okay? I just like them, okay? So shut up, just shut up. So yeah, I'm putting him above OOM9 because this battle droid has voice lines and so much more appearances and stuff. OOM9 just kind of feels like a sham, to be honest. Okay, guys. Why is the Stormtrooper and these guys really good? This is the reason! First Order Stormtrooper is absolutely amazing. Here they have 3 skins and 2 of them have this absolutely great weapon. Look at how fast it shreds enemies. What the hell? Why couldn't Baze Malbus put have this weapon? The Rogue One pack would definitely be better than the Trooper pack if Baze Malbus had this weapon. It is basically the best weapon in the game. It's definitely the best weapon in the game. It just goes boom boom. Like, come on, it's objectively the best weapon in the game because like it just melts enemies, like it kills them the fastest. Okay, seriously, it is the best weapon in the game. Like, come on, man, this is the reason why these Stormtroopers were good. Okay, and I rank all the characters like all the icons. Like I don't rank all the separate appearances. So when the Stormtrooper. All these versions of the Stormtroopers are here that were in the same icon. So the regular Stormtrooper is this high because of this skin. Okay, come on, man, this is absolutely awesome. Ah, look at this. This is just wonderful. This is life, man. This is the dream. Next up, we have the Sith Trooper. I actually kind of feel like this looks different than they first showed us Stormtrooper. I guess it kind of looks the same in a way, but like it's really cool. It's red, okay? All the Sith Troopers and all that, they all look pretty red for some reason. Why? The Palpatine like have a lot of blood loss. I don't know if this guy goes above the Stormtrooper just because I like his design a lot more. Okay, he's unique, kind of. I know he's just made for marketing, but I don't know, man. You can't stop me from liking a design of something. Okay. Yeah, I guess maybe I'll have this a bit too high, but no. This Stormtrooper is cool. And just like the Sith Trooper, the Mimban Trooper looks really cool. I love this grey the part of the Stormtrooper with the cape and just like the muddy stuff in the front. This just looks like a really cool Stormtrooper. But I thought like all the people on Mimban, you know, Han was on Mimban in the Solo movie, but he didn't have this armor on. So like, what's up with that? I don't remember seeing this in the movie, but maybe he was okay. I mean, I think I remember seeing these capes somewhere. And okay, maybe I do remember seeing a few stormtrooper like guys throwing Han into the cave with Chewbacca. So maybe this is what they are. So that's cool that they're in the game. They look really cool. That's all I have to say. And another guy who looks really cool, the Death Trooper. Like, come on, man, this is absolutely awesome. Like, the Death Trooper is great. I think he was introduced in Rogue One, but I feel like he's been around a lot longer than that. Maybe he was in Rebels or something. But I don't know, okay? He's just really cool. I'm really glad he came to the game in the Trooper Pack. I'm pretty sure he's the best out of the Trooper Pack. Thinking about this, the Shore Trooper, Mimban Trooper, the Incinerator Trooper, and the one before this. I got the Death Trooper. Have I ranked any of the other ones? I don't know. Maybe there's a one from the Trooper Pack that I haven't ranked yet. I mean, it's not just 4, there's more than that, but whatever, guys. I couldn't even give a crap anymore. Range Trooper, there we go. So yeah, he's the best of the Trooper Pack by far. Now we have Han Solo, Stormtrooper. Wait. No, Luke Skywalker, Stormtrooper. I have a reason for putting Han higher in a minute. But yeah, I do like the character of Luke Skywalker more. But I mean, you can kind of just dress up Luke as a Stormtrooper regularly in the game, like the hero Luke, just put on a bunch of Stormtrooper armor. So it kind of feels like he's less unique, you know, like you don't really need this appearance in the game, to be honest. Okay, you can put on the helmet, and then you'll have like Luke's voice lines just with a Stormtrooper, which is pretty cool. Okay, still kind of feels like you're playing as the character. That's awesome. But yeah, there's no real reason to play. Is this these guys? I mean, I put them high because they're the character, Han Solo and Luke Skywalker, kind of like I was betraying them if I didn't put them somewhat high on the list. And yeah, Han Solo is here. He's definitely better because you can't dress up smugglers in Stormtrooper gear. So I mean, he's actually unique. Okay, I mean, like he's Han Solo, bro. And we're gonna, of course, talk about Han Solo more in the all scoundrels ranked video. So stay tuned for that. I think that's gonna be next week. Okay, I nearly have all the scoundrels. I think I have like 4 more to get. So that will be easier compared to the villains because I didn't actually have that much villains before going to this video. And I didn't really play much Lego Star Wars until a few days ago, where I had to kind of cop on and get them all in a few days. Okay, it's really annoying. Now we have the Sith Jet Trooper. Okay, the reason why you have the regular Jet Trooper above this is because I just don't. I think the white kind of suits the Jet Trooper more. I mean, it kind of just feels like they just put red on this trooper and that is it. Okay, they didn't really have any new design, probably because they didn't have enough time because. I mean, they kind of created the jet troop, the first order jet trooper and the Sith trooper at the same time, which feels weird. Like they added a new jet trooper to the movie, and they was like, oh my god, this is new ending battle. We need to have the jet trooper, but it has to be red. So it feels like the jet trooper was supposed to be like in another movie, and then they just kind of made it red for this one. But no, the original jet trooper is in this movie. So I mean, which one came first? I don't know. Maybe they made the Sith Jet Trooper white for earlier in the movie. This is confusing. I just think the white suits this trooper better, but well, yeah, whatever. It's a lot higher than a lot of other troopers because it has a jetpack and that's just useful. I actually kind of didn't think about the jet troopers in this game because I usually just used Boba, Django, or Bo-Katan for my jetpacks, but now I can use some villains, some of these guys, so that's cool. That's awesome. Now we have the Sand Trooper, which, he has this weapon again, so come on, man, okay. The only reason why it's lower than the regular Stormtrooper is just because, yes, it has sand everywhere, like, come on, well, I mean, it doesn't have sand on this trooper exactly, but, I mean, it's going to have sand on it, and, I hate sand, it's coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere, if you know what I mean, so, yeah. Okay, and now we have the Stormtrooper. Let's go. Yeah, and he has this big weapon for his commander appearance. Guys, just use this. Come on, this is the best weapon in the game, no doubt about it. You can just one-shot basically your co-op partner. So I mean that's cool. The regular Stormtrooper is just a classic. Okay, of course, Imperials are better than First Order. That's just the rule on this channel. Okay, I just like the design of the Stormtroopers. Okay, I just like them. Okay, but also mainly it's just because of the weapon. But now we have the First Order Jet Trooper, and this guy actually has a pretty cool weapon. Like, look at this, bro. Okay, look how big it is. It looks pretty weird in my opinion, but it's still cool. I just think the Jet Trooper looks better, just white instead of red. But I guess the Jet Trooper does look cool. But yeah, I just think it looks better white. Okay, they fly now, I know. But nothing really I can say. I mean, the jetpacks really don't really look like jetpacks when you think about it, and when you see other jetpacks in Star Wars, like Boba, Jango's, and Bo-Katan, they all kind of have this. They have a different design in this one, but I mean, whenever technology changes, I guess. Light speed skipping now exists. Next up, we have Director Krennic. I actually kind of like the idle animation for him. He just kind of puts his hands in front of him instead of backwards. Oh my god, it's in front. It looks cool. Okay, I like Director Krennic's actually minifigure. This figure, yeah. I mean, it would be a few places higher if he did have voice lines. Unfortunately, the DLC characters have voice lines, whatever. So he's the only villain here from the Rogue One pack. A lot of the packs have characters. A lot of characters for like one category. Like the Solo pack has loads of scoundrels. I've got the Trooper pack has loads of villains. The Rogue One pack has loads of heroes. It just kind of goes that way. You can't really stop it, of course. So Director Krennic is cool. I love him from Rogue One. Okay, he steals the show even when he's in the room with Tarkin because Tarkin looks like a bloody zombie. Well, I guess he doesn't steal the show from Tarkin because I'm always complaining about how bad Tarkin is in that movie because its face. Oh, it gives me nightmares, but whatever. Moving on. Next up is the Stubborn Protector. Can you guess who this guy is and what movie he's from? You probably guessed episode 9 because of the red, but yeah. He's basically he's all these guards. He is the representation of all the guards who fight Rey in Mexico. Yeah, the Southern Protectors. Why are they called the Southern Protectors? Why can't they just be called the Royal Guards 2.0 or something? The Royal Guards Junior? The Royal Sith Guard or the Sith Royal Guards? Why the Southern Protectors? I don't really think the design on their helmet really looks cool. I don't know, it just looks kind of weird to me, okay? The original Royal Guards were obviously so much better, in my opinion. Yeah, and even the Praetorian Guards from the last movie were better. I mean, this is the third time they did the Royal Guard. They did the Royal Guards and they did the Praetorian Guards for Snoke in Episode 8, and now the Bully Southern Protectors for Palpatine in Episode 9. The Praetorian Guards are not going to be on this list because they're not in the villain category. So yeah, they're going to be. I'm going to be ranking all of the extras probably soon. Well, I mean, it probably is going to be the last category of characters I'm going to rank, but whatever. I'll do that eventually, guys, okay? So yeah, I do not know why they're not in the villain category. I mean, the year Snoke's guards, come on, like, Snoke is a dark side user, why couldn't these protectors be villains? I just don't understand that. And now we're going into the Knights of Ren. So first off, we have Kuruk. Yeah, good old Kuruk. Yeah, yeah, okay. So the reason I put the Knights of Ren this high is because they look really cool, okay, and that's basically the people on this list. They look really cool. Like seriously, there's not much people on this list that have voice lines. Like barely any of them have voice lines. So, I mean, yeah, basically a lot of the top 10 don't even have voice lines. That's just really strange. A lot of the characters that have voice lines I don't even like, so they don't go high anyway. So yeah. But Kuruk goes the lowest because he has the worst weapon, in my opinion. Now we have Cardo, okay? A slightly less bad weapon. Whatever, I mean, it still looks kind of cool, okay? The Knights of Ren were just kind of here just for a bloody fight scene in the Lives of Skywalker, and as they kind of teased in The Force Awakens, but it never really came to anything, but they were in the Vision and all that. And I feel like they probably should have been in Episode 8, but they just weren't. Whatever. I mean, Ben kind of fought them at the end. I kind of feel like Ray should have fought them instead of Ben. Like, why did Dr. Fred even turn on Ben? That doesn't even make any sense. But whatever. And now we have Vikral. I don't really like the design of his helmet. It just kind of looks off to me. But I have a figure of Vikral. Okay. So I kind of feel like I have a more personal connection, and we've passed the Knights of Ren that just have regular like blasters. Like, come on, man! Like, just give them axes or something like that. Like these guys. So he has this big knife that he brings around with him, which is unique. Like, these three remaining Knights of Ren have very unique weapons, and they just kind of feel like really fun to play as. Like, they're just unique. The other two Knights of Ren look cool, but they're just kind of like regular blasters, and they're not really as fun to use, in my opinion. Okay, I like running around punching things and stuff. Okay, using the blaster just kind of feels like a nuisance. Okay, because he always really zoomed in. It's so annoying. Now we have Trudgeon. Yeah, he looks like he's a big giant crowbar, like flinging around. Like, come on, this is really cool. There's imagine seeing him in the hallway. Okay, this Trudgeon coming straight at you. So yeah, really don't know what to talk about here. It's Trudgeon, all right. Yeah, I plan on making a roleplay on AG Gaming about the Knights of Ren. Okay, basically where I play as four of them, and the fifth one is missing because basically when I'm gonna start playing Rise of Skywalker, for the gameplay on this channel. And then in the middle of the story where I have four characters available to play as, I'll take a break and I'll do the Knights of Ren roleplay. Okay, it'd be pretty fun, okay? Trying to search around the galaxy for a missing Knight of Ren, that'd be pretty cool. Oh wait, no, I can't make a mistake, guys. There's six Knights of Ren. I'm sorry. Oh, great! The six Knights of Ren. I can't have six. What? Missing two Knights of Ren, I guess. Whatever. I kind of like him because whenever he's in he started he attack and then he kind of goes into the Obi-Wan pose. The Ewan McGregor pose. That come on, that's awesome. Okay, the sequels are represented here in the sequel trilogy. With Oshar, so that's why he goes above Trudgeon, even though Trudgeon has a better weapon, like a crowbar. Like, what is this guy? What is this guy's weapon? It's kind of like a lightsaber, but it's not a lightsaber. I don't understand it at all. And we're going into the top 5 now with the last Knights of Ren, Aplak. He's just obviously the best. Look at this big axe. Like, seriously, just what the hell, man? Like, come on, this is awesome. Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of it. Like, this big glowing part at the top. But anyway, I want to take this time to talk about the Knights of Ren as a whole again. Like, seriously, like, who even are they? Are they Force sensitives? I think in episode 8, Luke said that Kylo took off with a bunch of Luke's students. So are these Kylo's friends that were the students, or is it kind of like the Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales where they were part of this night? They were already parts of the Knights of Ren, and their leader Ren got taken out by Kylo. Kylo and Ren fought, and then Kylo took over the Knights of Ren. Is that it? Or are they just random people that he just picked up across the galaxy? What is up with them? Whatever. Whatever. Aplek is obviously the best though. Look at this big axe. Like, who doesn't like Aplek? Though I just do kind of just like finding out their names, like Aplek, Ushar, Trudgeon. Like, what the hell, man? And now we have the Imperial Royal Guard, the OG. Okay, obviously the best guard in the galaxy. Okay, he's the OG. You fight them in the Star Wars: The Complete Saga, and in this game. Okay, so I mean that's pretty cool. You can kind of push them off the edge as Vader, I think, or just lift them over the edge and just let go of them. I'm pretty sure you can do that. So I mean that's pretty cool. I like them. They're cool. They have this nice staff thing. I mean, some protectors have them as well, but like the Royal Guard comes first. Next up, we have Crosshair, my favorite member of the Bad Batch in this game because he's a villain and villains are more useful, I guess. And I actually really like his design. Okay, he's kind of like a Death Trooper, just with like a green visor, kind of. And I like his character. First of all, he's an actual character. Okay, so when you actually have a name, you're better, in my opinion. And he is actually an interesting member of the Bad Batch. He's possibly my favorite member because he kind of doesn't turn into an Imperial, so it kind of has a different ideology of the rest of the Bad Batch, and it's one of the most interesting things about that show, along with the ever changing galaxy and stuff, and with the Empire rising to power. I just like Crosshair. He's a cool design. He's a good character. What more can you ask for? Also, I love his voice. Go away. I really wish he was voiced in this game. I love it. Like D. Bradley Baker could have done it, okay? He voiced Jango Fett in a bunch of clones. Oh. And now we have Moff Gideon. Yeah, he has the dark saber. I know it just kind of swing really slowly, which is kind of annoying. But man, it's the dark saber. It's a really unique lightsaber. It's dark. It's a lightsaber, but it's dark. I was gonna say black, but I feel that's really offensive. I think it was good to give Moff Gideon the dark saber because like what would you have without it? Okay, I mean Mando. I mean he has Baby Yoda. Okay, so he already has that going for him. I feel like he probably would be the best bounty hunter though if he did have the dark saber. I just kidding. It would be Jango. But yeah, though I'm just saying a lot of the villains are kind of like good, but like they're not amazing. There's only one amazing villain, which is kind of annoying because I mean in theory the villains would be cool, but a lot of them aren't great. Like I know the stormtroopers, some of the stormtroopers that weapon is really really good, but like they're not really an actual character. Who wants to play as a regular stormtrooper? And of course, the best villain is General Grievous with his 4 lightsabers he's so fun to use. I just really don't understand how you could pick a villain for your number 1 spot that isn't Grievous. Like, come on, man, he's awesome. Just going around, just swinging all your lightsabers around. It's just so fun. Okay, he's the only villain with a lightsaber or anything. He also has a little blaster as well, which is weird, but I mean, it's something. It's just so fun, okay? I love going around with Grievous. Look at him. Look at his idle animation. Look at his 4 lightsabers. He look so cool. Whatever, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. This was a fun one to rank all the villains. I mean, the Arrow was fun. I mean, this was a hard one to put together because I'm in a stream deadline. It's 12:15 right now, and this video has to go out by 4 o'clock. I filmed all the commentary in one sitting, and a lot of the gameplay here. So I really did work hard for this video today. And I feel like this could have been a video that was delayed until next week, but no, guys, I got it out for you on time. So be grateful. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. Next week, I think I'm going to do the Scoundrels, which is only 23 characters. Then I might do the Bounty Hunters, Scavengers, all the droids. I'll do Astron XM protocols in one video because just why not? There's not really much of them in each category. And then finally, the extras, which is actually the biggest category in the game, so, oh god. Whatever, guys. See you next time. Goodbye.